Student, good day everyone. Okay, today I will teach about the China Railway. So what is China Railway? Let's see. Okay. Slide. Next slide. Okay. China Railway is a fully state-owned enterprise, meaning it is owned entirely by the China government. So it operates with approval from the state officials and follows the company law of the People's Republic of China. So the Ministry of Finance acts on behalf of the government as the only capitals contributor with a registered capital of RMB 1.7395 trillion. So the company is guided by the party leadership groups, ensuring that its operations support national strategies and government's policy. Okay, next slide. Let's look about the roles and history of the China Railway. Okay, so the China Railway play a very important role in China's transportation system because it is the main companies that operates and manage the national railways network. China Railway is responsible for planning train schedules, transport capacities, managing ticket revenues, and providing public transport service required by the governments. Because all these activities are managed in one system, so the railway network can operate smoothly, safely, and efficiently across the whole country. So let us look about the history of China Railways. So it developed begins in the earliest 20th centuries. After the foundings of the People's Republics of the China's in years 1949, the railway system was expanded and combined under government's controls to better serve the country. So to improve management and efficiencies, China Railway was reorganized in year 2013 and its corporate structures was further strengthened in years 2019. This change helps the companies operate more professional and effectively. So by the end of years 2022, China Railway's own assets were CNY 9.06 trillion and operate through 18 regional group companies. So this make it one of the largest railway operate in the world. Okay. Next.
Let's begin, everyone, by looking at the overall structure of China Rail Network. As you may already know, China has one of the largest railway systems in the world. It covers a very wide range of areas from densely populated coastal line to remote western regions. Now, students, if we think about how this network is organized, we can see that it mainly follows major north, south, and east-west corridors. This design allows both people and goods to move efficiently across very long distances, which is extremely important as in such a large country. I want you to remember this idea of efficiency when we talk about impacts later. It's also important for you to understand that not all railway lines serve the same purpose. Traditional railway lines are still extremely important today. They mainly serve rural areas and are widely used to transport bulk goods such as coal and construction materials. At the same time, high-speed rail lines focus more on passenger travel, especially between major cities where speed and efficiency are critical. Another key point I want you to take note of is integration. China railways are not isolated systems. They are well connected with highways, airports, and seaports. This creates what we call a multimodal transport system, which supports both domestic transportation and international trade. Now let's move on to high-speed rail and passenger services, which many of you may already be familiar with it. China officially entered the high-speed rail era in 2008. with the opening of the Beijing-Tianjin Intercity Railway. Since then, development has been incredible fast. By the end of 2023, China had built around 45,000 kilometers of high-speed rail, which accounts for about two-thirds of the world's total high-speed rail network. This rapid expansion did not happen by chance. I want you to understand that it was made possible through the strong government investment and long-term national planning. In terms of passenger services, China offers a wide variety of train types to meet different travel needs. G trains are the fastest, reaching speeds between 250 and 400 kilometers per hour, and they mainly serve long-distance routes between major cities. D trains are slightly slower. C trains usually operate on short intercity routes. In addition, traditional Z, T, and K trains, often called green trains, are still widely used. Next slide. Okay, students, finally, let's look at freight rail and its wider impacts. Freight rail is a key part of China's economy. It is used to transport essential goods such as coal, agricultural products, electronics, and e-commerce parcels. One particular important recent development that I want you all to remember is the China-Europe Railway Express. This service connects hundreds of cities across China and Europe and significantly reduces transport time compared to traditional sea shipping routes. When we look at the overall impact, we can see that the growth of China railway system has bring major economic and social benefits. It has reduced travel time, encouraged business and tourism, improved access to less developed regions, and created millions of jobs. From an environmental perspective, rail transport produces lower carbon emission than road and air transport. This makes it a more sustainable option and important part of China's long-term development strategy. That brings us to the end of this introduction to China rail network and services.
So hi students, I'm Dr. Farhana. So today's class, I will explaining about the technologies and innovation. So for first point, we have Industry 4.0 digital transformation. We know that IoT, the AI thing, important in such of decision platform in China Railway. Second one, we have building information modeling (BIM) and digital twin innovation, which is its role to identify conflicts in the design at early stage, so that it can give enhanced visibility of the structural components in China Railway. So the third one is Advanced Tunnel Boring Machine, TBM leadership. It is the company has made several of largest diameter TBMs in world that can go through mixed rock formations and high pressure aquifers and unstable strata, while safety and speed are greatly improved. It is about the railway path. Okay, the fourth one is smart manufacturing and construction automation, which is tell us about smart factory, which is the plants that combine robotic and real-time process control and advanced automation technologies. Okay, so for the next slide, student, I will explain about the Intelligent Transportation System, which is the ITS, for advanced signaling system, real-time network scheduling helps to achieve exact train movement and reduce traffic conflict and allow on high time speed service. Okay, next one is green technology and sustainability engineering, energy efficient construction techniques, low carbon building materials that helps to reduce the environmental effect. Last one, research development and innovation excellence, which is the R&D themes dedicated to zero defect construction technologies that railway electrification advancement, deep water bridge solution, and intelligent system integration. All of this, I can conclude it's just an AI technology and advanced technology transit to between countries that we already trade. It helped to build a strong of railway station and also digital like we are nowadays. So I will pass to the next slide for Dr. Noraini, I think, or Dr. Yeah. Okay, carry on, my friend.
Okay, hi class. last we stop at technology and innovation, and I would like to start with the look at the economic impact. So the expansion of the railway and high-speed rail network has strongly supported China economic activity. So the passenger numbers has increased from 2022 to 2024, reaching more than 4.3 billion trips in 2024. So they show that the railway have become the main mode of transport for domestic travel, tourism, and business movement. So at the same time, the freight transport have 5 million tons in 2024. So this has improved the supply chain stability, reduced logistic costs, and supported industrial production. So as a result, the local economy have become more active and regional trade has become more efficient. So for the next is about the social impact. The railway system has improved the access to education, healthcare, and employment opportunity. The high-speed rail connect remote and island areas to major city, reducing the gap between the regions. So the people can travel for the work, study, or medical service in a shorter time. So this can improve the accessibility and increase the social interaction, encourage tourism, and make daily commuting easier. So development around railway station has improved the public facility and raised the overall quality of life for local community. Okay, last is about the environmental impact. The railway sector has played an important role in reduce the carbon emission. So between the 2023 and 2024, the railway CO2 emission has dropped if significant due to the electrification, cleaner energy use, and the replacement of old trains. So compared to the road and air transport, the railways produce much lower emission per passenger and per unit of freight. So shifting transport from road to rail has reduced the fuel use, pollution, and pressure on energy resources. So this shows that the railway support the China green development and long-term environmental goals. So in conclusion, overall, the railway system has a strong and positive impact on China development.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. So I would like to continue our lecture, our past lecture. So the recommendation and improvement that should China Railway to implement. So firstly, we have to reform and modernize the railway management model. So firstly, we have to improve the coordination and management. China Railway should strengthen coordination between central and regional authority to reduce overlapping and improve planning and implementation. So secondly, establish a clear railway network hierarchy. So we have to separate rail service clearly with different type of service such as long distance, intercity, suburban, and local train. Should be clear separated to reduce congestion, and also we have to it helps to reduce the conflict. Lastly, enhance the operational efficiency in Western region. So we have to upgrade infrastructure based on local condition. Infrastructure such as climate resistant track, improved signaling, modern station is needed to improve viability and in harsh Western environment. Secondly, support economic integration and flexibility services. So developing logistic hub, freight corridor, and flexible service model can increase the demand and ensuring long-term sustainability. So that's all from me. Thank you.